Well, hello everybody, and welcome back to Moneypit Homestead. Lisa's downstairs checking the live to see what how it sounds and everything. If there's anybody here, please give us a thumbs up, make a comment, and let's have a discussion. Hey Robbie, how's it going, bud? Hello Diane, how you doing? Lisa will be up here in a little bit. She right now is giving a, shall we say, a sound check, I guess, or whatever. Well, I don't know if you can pull it off this good, but I understand why you'd want to. I love this shirt. This is one of the most comfortable shirts I've ever owned in my life. I probably overwear it, but I love wearing it. Thank you, Robbie. Yeah, I wear this shirt a lot, and I don't know, it's just got a wonderful feel to it. They really do have a good product out there. When you buy their shirts and stuff like that, you can't beat them. Is yours red too, or is it just the, can't remember the last time I saw you in it. Lisa's got a green one. And, yeah, both of us think they're the most comfortable shirts in the world. Hello, Tracy, how are you doing? Glad to see you here tonight. Diane, I hope you're feeling a lot better, and I hope that new doctor has been helping you a lot. Yeah, well, my favorite color is red too, so that's the reason I got the red one. I thought about getting both of them too, but one of those things. Hello, Scotty, how you doing? And yeah, Lisa will be up here soon. Oh, Meaty's here. How you doing? Where are you from? Meaty Petey said hi, and where are you from? Ronald O. What's my age? Do I look old or something? I'm 65. Zeal, how you doing? In October, I'll be 66, if that matters at all. Let's see. Diane says the doctor's not really helping. I don't guess the doctor has set up 2 tests to see what's causing. Yeah, hey, we need to get that stopped. I don't see how you're existing without doing that much. What's the temp and how's the humidity? The temp is in the 80s, and what was the humidity? You remember?
It's just hot.
I don't know what the humidity is. I forgot to look at that part, but it's yeah, it was
Howdy, howdy.
in the 80s.
Forgot to bring my stand up. This one's not gonna hold my.
Yeah, let's see.
Not gonna do it.
Try it again. You might want
Here
to
or here?
Yeah, like whatever. Just put it up against it.
Yeah, it's not gonna do it. We go do it this way. Nope. Yep.
Yeah. There you go. You only drink Boost. Well, at least you're getting some vitamins back in you, and I mean, whatever Boost does. I know it's supposed to be good for you. It's 90 to 100. Yeah. Well, yesterday in the barn it was over 100 in the barn, so.
It's a beautiful day out today.
Yeah, I worked as long as I could, but we had 3 rain showers come through yesterday that kind of brought our temperatures down just a little bit. But yeah, yesterday early in the afternoon it was well over 100. Even with a fan on you, there was no cool place to be in the barn. And then it start those rain showers, and after the rain showers, it was I wouldn't say comfortable, but it was better than it was. It has been miserably hot around here, and it's the way I understand it, it's going to be miserably hot again until next weekend. And just in time for me to be off on Friday and Saturday, it's going to rain again. So hopefully I finish. I was over there working on the bush hog and all that stuff, and needed my air compressor. Well, the air pressure switch decided to go bad on me, and so guess what? Donald's got to buy a pressure switch for the air compressor. So I called around a couple places in town, and with the, shall we say, younger group of people working nowadays, they didn't know whether they had one or not. So I guess I'm gonna actually have to go in the store, and if nothing else, hit up Amazon or eBay. Hello, Paul Woodgate. We're doing great here. How are you?
Hello, hello.
Joy, how you doing? Robert, Robot Time says hello too. AJ says nothing.
How did you do that, AJ?
Yeah, how did you do that?
How did you get your name up there without saying anything?
Because I don't see anything on her computer or mine.
Yeah, that's kind of odd.
Kind of weird.
Where are you from, AJ? Print that in there so I could see.
I already asked somebody where they was from, but they didn't say anything.
Well, maybe they've already left us.
Let's see. Zeal said they're doing nice, and WBU. What's WBU mean? Oh, Meaty. I asked Meaty Petey where they were from, and he never did say. So. Well, we're from Kentucky. Where are you from? VM9. It's in the same. Kentucky is right before you get to the Mississippi and all that kind of what. Some of the last places before the West or Midwest, whatever you want to call it. Let's see. VM9 is from Houston, Texas. I got some cousins. Hey, Randy's here. I got some cousins that are in Texas. I think they're.
We drove through Texas when I was a kid. When my dad was stationed in California, we drove through Texas, but that was it.
We came back through Texas, through a corner of Texas, when we was on our way back from in Scouts to Cimarron, New Mexico, that Philmont Scout Reservation, and we dropped down and went through the corner of Texas. And to be honest, I don't think any of us thought we was ever going to get out of Texas. Mm-hmm. That was an all-day drive, just running through the corner.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's like when we go down.
Glad to hear you're doing good, Joy.
Like when we go down to Florida and go through Georgia. I mean, we start at the top of Georgia and go all the way to the bottom of Georgia, and to me, that is a long state.
Very long state.
I mean, long. Like Kentucky, if you drove from north of
Indiana or Ohio,
in Kentucky, and came down, you only have a little short little spot.
You're talking about over by Illinois. Right.
Well, even if you came from Indiana and Louisville and down to Nashville.
Yeah.
You still only have that little bitty
Well, what
spot.
I meant was when Kentucky goes like this.
Oh, yeah, I wasn't talking about that little, but as far as Georgia, that's really long. And see, we would like to go down to Key West, and you know, I was only a little kid when I lived in Key West, just in elementary school, but I still have a lot of memories of that area and everything. But my brother went down years ago when he was in the Navy, and he said everything looked different, you know, the beaches and everything, because when we lived there, there wasn't no high-rise motel buildings and things like that. Now where we used to swim and in areas where that was just nothing. Randy said there's all sorts of big buildings down there now. So.
Hello, Duncan family.
Hey,
Glad you
guys.
came here. Universe, good to have you here.
Oh, I didn't see Jenny come in.
Oh, she's in here too?
Yeah.
I missed it. Oh, there she is.
Yeah.
Hey, how's it going, Jenny? Noble's here. Hello, how's Noble?
Hey, Noble. All the friends are here tonight.
Yeah. I like Donald Trump as the president. I think he's doing a good job.
It's funny that you asked that if you're talking about John's comment, Trump or Camellia.
I didn't see John's thing.
That's kind of old news now.
Yeah.
I mean, I think everybody's better off with Trump, even if you don't really like him. I think he's done a lot of good for us right now. No telling where we would be if.
Somebody, let's see, Sohib Ahmed says he's from Egypt. So how you doing from Egypt? How's Egypt tonight?
Yeah, I wonder how you say his first name.
I don't know.
Or her name. I'm sorry, I don't know if that's a girl or a guy.
Yeah, I don't either.
Amam. Anyway, I can't even pronounce English, so I don't know why I try.
Mike, we're not going to get into something that's already happened and done gone.
Yeah, this isn't really a political channel.
Yeah, we're not a political channel. Not going to be one either.
We pray for everybody to live a happy, healthy life, and you know, everybody has to do the best we can. And where are you from, Mike?
Oh, Noble said he was there in July in 18. It stunk high heaven, and he don't want to go back.
Is that right? Oh, don't tell me that, because that's just.
She has childhood memories because her dad was in the Navy, and
yeah, I do remember going to the Fisherman Wharf area, and my gosh, it smelled like they drug every fish in the ocean up there, and it was a stinky, stinky area. But as a kid, we usually hung out more on the I don't. It's funny because I'm not really sure what side is what right at the moment where we were at. Anyway, no big deal.
Mike said he's from San Diego, 20 miles from the Mexican border.
You know where Poway is?
Yeah, another place her dad was stationed was San Diego, and she lived in Poway.
Yeah, I lived on Mora Circle in Poway, California.
I think everybody's great, and I don't have any. I could care less about that VM9. That know.
And when I say that I lived when you watch E.T. the movie, and the kids are going trick or treating, I swear it looked like they filmed my neighborhood in Poway. Because it's, it was kind of terraced a little bit, and we lived in such a cute little house too. It was really cute. My dad was station in Miramar.
Well, thank you, IM. I appreciate you putting that up. Yeah, everybody, make sure you share, subscribe, and activate your notification bell, and leave a lot of comments because I like responding to comments. There's people on here that, if you ask, so far, I have replied to every comment anybody's ever made, either me or her, one, and you know. Let's see, Mike said he lives in Spring Valley. You remember that?
No,
You don't remember that?
No, I don't know exactly where that is. Now, when I lived in Poway, now I was in 6th and 7th grade, so places really.
Isn't Poway where you said you could go to the beach one day and then go up in the mountains and play in the snow?
Yeah, even San Diego. I mean, because the mountains weren't. During the winter, months.
Oh yeah, I'm sure, but.
And I don't even know what that where that mountain area was. I'm like a show and tell person. I wish that I had my photo album out, because when we went to the mountains to play in the snow, my dad was overseas because he was in the Navy, and Mom and my brother and I went, and we had to go to the Salvation Army to buy coats, and we didn't even have gloves. I think we put socks on our hands because we didn't even buy gloves. But anyway, we bought these, coats so we could go play in the snow. And but anyway, the next week there was a article in our paper, and it showed people playing in the snow, and there was a Volkswagen, and at the time my parents owned an orange Volkswagen. Now this was a black and white picture, and I don't think that was our vehicle, but I always think, hey, that was pretty cool that here we were. What a coincidence, But yeah, we played in the snow for a couple hours and then headed back home where it was hot.
VM9, that's a no. It's a silly question, but.
What was the question?
Do we ever cheat on each other?
Well,
No.
I wouldn't even read that.
Well, he wanted to ask a tough question.
Oh.
I'm like, well, is it working? I had to reset the computer. So somebody please tell me it's working. I do not understand why this thing only works before and after. Joy says we're back, so good. Well, hopefully you got me back now. I do not understand why the internet is the way it is at all. Well, we usually have great internet from Sunday at 6 o'clock until Sunday at 5 o'clock. And somewhere in there here lately, it's going to mess up. I don't understand. I don't know if I should pick a different time, or I don't, maybe use my phone to go live. I'm really not sure. But anyway, we are back right now. Lisa went downstairs. So who all stayed with us? I'd appreciate it. Make sure that you let us know who's still here. Sure, you can say something to me. I don't, Ricky, I don't know how to say your name, I'm sorry. R-I-T-I-K. You definitely can say something to us. Yeah, evidently, Bert and Cindy, it is definitely contagious.
I thought
Thank you,
maybe
Noble, for sticking with us.
I got a phone call, but I didn't, so I didn't ring my phone up. I just turned it off, but it wasn't.
Your phone?
Mhm.
Yeah.
It wasn't the reason it went off.
If it's not something vulgar or anything like that, yeah, you can ask a question. I'm not opposed to people asking questions. It's being silly in a really dumb way or being vulgar.
No.
News Network says, "Howdy, Earthlings."
Okay, the question is, when did you find the meaning of life and what was that? Well,
I guess when I was a kid and found when God saved my soul, and everything become a lot more important to me then than it had been.
yeah.
So
I think, well, I know that was for me as well because, I don't know, God just opens your eyes to see things more clearly.
yeah, everything.
You don't know all the answers, but
Yeah, no,
He does help you.
No way do I know any. I may not know any of the answers.
And when you're struggling with the meaning of life, all you got to do is ask Him, and He'll talk to you.
Yeah.
Whether you hear Him or not, you just have to really.
You can bow and pray. You can stand and pray. You can lay down and pray, but
Yeah.
you just gotta start talking to Him. He'll let you know what the meaning of your life is, anyway.
All right, so everybody sees us, right?
Yeah.
We're on good.
Uh huh.
All right, because I'm.
Well, restart yours.
Okay, here we go. It was just
Yeah.
stuck over there.
You had the you was getting the chat. I knew so. We don't have OnlyFans, but ain't nobody gonna want to see me on OnlyFans. That's too funny.
Oh, BMW or Mercedes? What would be your choice?
I don't know. I kind of like both. I'd say as far as if you want to go sporty, you'd have to choose. You know, they got a classic, beautiful, sporty look the BMW does. If you want to go Richie looking, and yet sometimes sporty, I would go with the Mercedes.
Yeah, mine would be a VW bus, so it would be neither one of those.
Yeah, well, actually, I want a Chevy truck with a half-ton Chevy truck with a diesel motor in. It's what I really want. Hopefully, someday I get to use it and get it, but that's what I'd like.
Thank you, Google user. Appreciate that.
I don't know how I got that lucky, but I agree with you, Google user.
Yeah, I like to have a VW bus, probably a
I
nice.
had her one picked out when we were dating, right before we got married, and she just wouldn't pull the trigger, and she just, no, I don't want it. And then a couple days later, she decided she did want it. So we went back over to where it was sitting, and it was gone.
It sold it.
The guy sold it already. So she missed out, and she's never found one she wanted since.
I did see one on the highway a couple weeks ago, and it was a show piece. I mean, it was going to a car show, I'm sure, and it had a little trailer behind it that was the same color. Wasn't it? Weren't you with me when we saw that? And it had a little trailer behind it.
Oh yeah, and not only that, but we also saw those the young people, that guy and girl that were traveling across the United States a couple years ago with the Okie. Was that the first Okie we went to, or was it the third one we went to?
Oh yeah, I forgot about him.
I haven't seen him since, but
Drew. His name was Drew.
yeah,
Yeah, we used to follow him, but I don't know what happened.
he just vaporized.
Yeah,
I don't.
I don't know if he changed his channel name or if we, they say sometimes YouTube gets rid of some of your people on your.
Yeah, I'm not really sure why they
That
do
might have
that.
been one of the people that I don't know.
Blake, hello. Are you trying to say you're from Germany?
Maybe.
Yeah.
That would be the same.
Yeah.
This
Well, I
person
don't know.
above it said that you said the right thing because he's a fan of the BMW as well.
Yeah. I like both cars actually. I mean, but if I'm going to buy something right now, I'm going to buy a Chevy Silverado with the four-wheel drive and the Duramax diesel in it, and the half-ton.
Thank you, Bert and Cindy. Yeah, everybody hit that thumbs up button for us.
Yeah.
Especially since we were having some troubles there. We might have lost a lot.
Can you learn me how to say water in American?
Yeah, I didn't know what that meant.
Just say water. I really don't know what you're asking.
Mm-hmm. I was gonna
I mean, it's
ask
just water.
Bert and Cindy something, and I thought I was gonna wait until our live, and now I can't remember what it was.
Well, we were.
Well, one, if your pickles got really good, I do need that recipe.
Yeah, send the recipe.
Because I tried my hand at making pickles a couple of years ago, and oh my goodness, they're so mushy.
They were not Aunt Bee's diesel pickles.
No, they had good flavor
They
because they
were-
were Mrs. Wages.
Yeah,
the
they were.
packet.
Yeah, they were wonderful tasting.
Yeah,
But they were
were not
soggy.
crisp. Yeah, they were.
Hey, Finn. Somebody Team U is from Finland.
Finland.
Yeah. Well, greetings. What I've seen of Finland, it is one of those most beautiful places.
Mm-hmm.
It is absolutely beautiful. I don't know if I'd want to live there because I think it's cold a lot. But I'm not really into cold, but I like looking at pictures and movies of there.
Did Randy come back after we lost connection? Did you?
I haven't seen Randy since he, because I was going to ask Randy how those his reverse sear steaks turned
Yeah,
out.
we watched that couple on YouTube today and kind of got
what is their name?
we
I
got a
didn't bring
little
my-
bit well, I don't even know what the word is. We watched a couple of their videos.
Yeah, we subscribed to them,
They
watched their
didn't
videos.
talk. They just, you couldn't understand when they did say anything. They were, I don't know, they may be from Finland. It was beautiful, but it was cute little videos.
Simple Acre said, did Sonia record the pickle making?
Okay, yeah, I didn't know
don't
Sonia made pickles.
I don't know. Well,
Oh, okay, here, it just says it right here. Sonia just did some pickles. We'll find out how they are in about a week and a half.
well, I'd like to have some crisp pickles. My grandmother used to, and I forget which one it was, but one was like a dill pickle and one was a sweet pickle, and they were crisp and they were little. She made them. They were most of the pickles she'd go through and have us pick pickles that were like this big. I mean, and when it came pickle making time, you stayed in the cucumber patch picking pickles.
Uh-oh. Noble said we're buffering.
We're buffering again.
Oh my, yeah, everything looks fine here.
Yeah, it looks fine here, Noble.
What's that little, oh, that's the chat down there.
Yeah. Somebody just said, Kay just said hi.
So
hi back
are
to
we
Katie.
buffering from in everybody's TV or?
No, Master, we did not buy you Bitcoin. I am 65.
Oh, let's see. Randy says, I'll call you later. I'm knee deep in my brother's lawnmower repair.
Randy, you fix all kinds of stuff, man. You should start charging. You'd be rich. Randy's he's a good tech. He knows how to fix stuff. Everybody thinks Randy should fix everything.
First to watch says, sometimes when people see buffering, it's on their end. Maybe their Wi-Fi's a little jacked up for a minute. Well, let's hope so, because
Yeah.
it's usually on our end. But yeah, every Sunday we have
Oh,
problems. Now all day long we've had YouTube on. We've watched a lot of channels and
Yeah.
haven't lost connection with
Not
the
one
internet
time. Not
at
one
all.
time.
Not one time. But you get here and we're right next to the little YouTube, or not YouTube, the tower or whatever you call it, the Wi-Fi tower.
A Slade AD asked us if we know Syria. Is that a person?
No, I think they're talking about Syria and the country.
I don't know. I don't know the country either. So
Yeah, I don't know much about it.
no. I'll be honest. I don't know everything about Kentucky either.
Yeah. Well, this table's really squeaking. We've got to get something up here because I want to lean, but it's
Well,
on my end is squeaky.
well, can y'all hear the table squeaking? Blake, hello, yay, whatever. And Maxwell, how you doing?
I don't know why
I
he's
guess,
talking and retracting.
I think hello or whatever they took away. Blake took all his messages off. He retracted all his messages.
Maybe he's shy.
I guess he found out we didn't want to play along with his craziness.
Well.
Well, Blake, you just go ahead and be one and do it somewhere else. Yeah, that's what I just kind of told him, Maxwell. If he understood. Huh.
What are you on about?
Maxwell's got different writing on yours than on mine. See, mine's just plain. Hanson's family, hello. How you doing? I don't know. I've never been to New York City, and I don't know if it's got a bad smell or not.
Yeah, I've never been to New York.
You know.
I like to go to New York.
Yeah, I'd kind of like to see
I
things.
would like to have. It would be fun to have a friend that's been there that could say, "Okay, I'll go with you," and show you all the fun places.
Or at
you
least
know,
just tell us the fun places to go.
and then do all the fun things. But I do want to go to Washington D.C. I really would like to go. And again, I want to just go to a handful of places, you know, and then leave. You know, I just want to see the major historical sites and then say that I've done it.
Hanson
But then-
family, I'll have to say I like KFC and watermelon.
I would like to go a little further east and go, is it Maryland, where you could go in that tunnel underneath the ocean to the next little.
You can?
Well, I mean it's from one island to another, but you're
I'd
going
like
under
to do,
the
yeah,
ocean.
I'd do that in a heartbeat. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not a river. I'll have to zoom in on figuring out what I'm talking about.
I'd have to say that one of my favorite meals would be KFC.
Oh, we just had that.
Yeah, we just had it last night.
Thursday.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're right, Thursday. And then not only that,
Oh my
but
gosh.
a big old cold watermelon down the spring.
Yeah.
Slice it up, chunk it up. Oh man.
Yeah, that Kentucky Fried Chicken was really, really good.
Oh yeah, it was excellent. Need to have some more of that.
And I like those.
I think I could eat fried chicken every day of the week.
Yeah, I like the chicken nuggets. I mean, those are like they just cut that breast meat and.
What's the
Just
place in
Charles.
Oklahoma? Charlie's, yeah. Charlie's in Oklahoma, Pryor, Oklahoma.
Yeah, can't say enough about
Oh,
them. We love
yeah.
them.
Everything else you'll throw rocks at if you ever eat it there. Oh my God, it was so delicious. I just, we ate there twice, and it was, we even brought some home. for the drive from Oklahoma home. Would you rather let your husband fight?
Maxwell says, come to Paris. Okay, we'll come to Paris and you could be our tour guide. I like to go to the Eiffel Tower. And I don't know, where else would I want to go if I go to Paris?
I don't know. I mean, what else is in no offense to Paris? Or
yeah, they
anything,
got
but
sure, beautiful places that we just don't know about. Wait, what was that guy's name? That I used to watch on the TV all the time on PBS. Oh,
Oh, the dude that traveled all
Yes.
over the world? I don't know, but he had some good
yeah,
documentaries.
man, I love that show. What was that show called?
Kenny Rogers Roasters.
Oh, yeah, I've heard of that restaurant.
Roosters, I mean, yeah. I've heard of Roosters, not Kenny Rogers Roosters, but I've heard of Roosters.
Yeah. Oh, maybe that's not the name
Our
of the
KFC,
restaurant.
our KFC, let's see, Church's Chicken. I have had KFC. Let's see, what's the place I like so much in? Let's see, oh, Lee's Famous
Yeah,
Recipe
Lee's.
Chicken. They actually infuse. They got like a honey batter that they put on it, and when they fry it, it's oh my god, it's so delicious. Let's see. I don't think we've never had Church's Chicken, have we? I don't remember ever eating Church's Chicken, but if I ever see one, I think we'll try it because I've heard a lot of people say nice things about it.
What is it?
Church's Chicken,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't remember ever eating there or
What?
going.
Wasn't that what was the chicken place in that gas station? That wasn't
I know that wasn't Church's, but yeah, whatever it was
Clutch? It seemed like it was
Cluckers or something like that. Yeah,
Well, they
something.
were good.
Oh my god, that was yeah.
Yeah.
You
Then
didn't
they
pass
moved-
that truck stop without stopping
Yeah,
there.
then they moved out. I don't
Then-
know if the rent was too high or what.
Yeah,
But
for whatever reason they moved. I wish I knew where they moved.
all right, so maybe after this live, I'll go to town and get some more chicken.
That sounds delicious to me.
I like the little chicken nuggets, so I don't know. Get you some thighs and I'll
Thighs
get
and
some.
legs, man. That sounds good to me.
Oh, Nova Brooks now talking about White Castles.
Oh yeah, we love White Castles.
And
White
I'm not even
Castles and
hungry
churches
right
are
now, but
together
That
and-
does sound good.
No, we're together for a while. No joke.
Ah. Well, I think that Tennessee was the first place that I saw where there was two restaurants together. I think that happened in Tennessee before it happened here. Like you could have a Taco Bell and a Kentucky Fried Chicken in the same.
Oh yeah,
building.
yeah.
Now it's normal here now,
Yeah.
but there for a while I think it was just down in maybe down south because right now there's one and another one being built of the grocery store Publix in
Oh yeah, there's
Louisville.
being two actually Publix
Yeah.
and Lowell.
And I mean that's a southern
Okay. Somebody asked, okay, would you rather have chips or fries?
well they're the same thing.
No.
Yeah.
No, chips, potato, like
Oh,
the bag
well.
of chips, or French fries.
Okay, because
That's how I took it.
okay, some people in England call it chips.
Well, that's true. That's very
Yeah.
true.
It's
But I would,
okay.
I would rather have
I would want French fries
French fries,
if they're cooked right.
and I would prefer crispy, thin French fries. But the French fries we had the other day, let's see, where did we stop the other day?
It was Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Did they give
Yeah,
us
because
fries?
I got that big old meal.
Yeah, they're
but then I
seasoned.
got the nuggets on the
Oh
side.
yeah,
because,
their seasoned fries
and
were
it came
excellent.
with the meal, and I didn't even know it.
Yeah,
I was-
that was an excellent deal there.
Yeah, those were good French fries.
Yeah, they were. Kentucky Fried Chicken had excellent. My preferred French fries usually is McDonald's, but
Hack you! I don't even. We don't know Diddy, so please.
yeah, I don't care about Diddy. I don't.
Ask me something else
Yeah.
because.
If he dropped off the face of the earth, it wouldn't bother me at all. Because I don't like his music. I don't like his, none of that. So.
Oh, he
And,
thinks he's a good man. Well, everybody has their own opinion.
yeah,
but
everybody has an opinion.
you could. Yeah, it's fine. What you think about? Yeah, here's another one coming in.
Yeah,
West.
that's another crazy person. I'm sorry, it just, Actually, he had a lot of good ideas when he, at first. I thought Cayenne West, I thought, man, he's pretty smart guy. And all of a sudden, and then he started saying some different things, and I'm like, ooh, wait a minute. My opinion of him changed. So.
But,
But if he walked in the room, me and him would probably have a great conversation.
Let's see. Maxwell says, could you try the Hungarian chicken stew? That's real good with some rice. It sounds good.
Yeah,
unless it's like chicken feet and chicken hearts and gizzards and heads. I don't do that.
Yeah, I don't do all that crap.
I am a picky eater when it comes to things other countries like. It's just because I wasn't brought up that way, and I have a hard time getting over the fact of chicken feet, for instance. I know that's a southern thing. People down south, they can eat chicken feet, but no, it's not for me.
Yeah, well, a lot of people put it in their chicken broth and render it down and make broth out of it.
Yeah, when our chickens went to freezer camp, our daughter took all the chicken feet and took it home and cooked it down for stock, beef broth or beef, chicken stock.
Let's see, Maxwell says, no, that's chicken tenders and drumsticks in some good gravy. Oh, yeah, that's
that would be our kind of meal.
You fry some chickens and put that in there and roll
that
pan.
sounds really good.
How you doing?
Nice gravy and
rice. Yeah, a good thick brown gravy. Well, even a good white gravy, seasoned up right's good on that too. Like a breakfast gravy. Yeah.
Yeah, first to watch agrees with me.
Hey, I wouldn't eat chicken feet, but it's great for stock. Well, we don't even put it in our stock around here. I'm sure we're missing out on something, but that's just the way it's going to be.
I just read that. I'll just let everybody read it on their own. Because it kind of reminds me of that little cartoon. I'll take a hamburger today.
Oh yeah, Popeye cartoons.
Wimpy. What does he say?
I'll have a hamburger today. I'll gladly take a hamburger today if it pay you on Tuesday or something like that.
Those were the good cartoons.
Yeah.
Hello, Scotty. How are you?
Hey, Scotty. Hey, how's Scotty? He finally got going in.
Let's see. He says, Lord, protect us all from the grasp of evil. Cure all those who are sick and riddled with pain. Help those in need in Texas and Mexico, flooded areas. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Yes.
Amen, Scotty.
Thank you for
well
that.
Said. Well said. Well said.
How are you feeling lately? You doing all right?
That's what I was just getting ready to ask you. I forgot to ask you when I first came on.
Now you're in Maine, right? Maine? Massachusetts, Maine? Yeah, I think it's Maine. We need to go to Maine someday. I like to go when it's not real cold, but cool, and see all the fall colors.
Where?
Maine.
Maine? Oh yeah, that would
And then I want to get some Maine lobster.
Oh yeah, definitely want to
You
get some
go to
Maine
Chicago
lobster.
for pizza.
Pizza.
You go to Maine for lobster.
And then come through Philly for the
Philadelphia for the
Philly steak cheese sandwich.
Yeah. And then, you go to
Thank you.
Pennsylvania to get chocolate. The Hershey Cocoa companies in.
Okay. Kumar, I don't know how to say your first name. I think I'm saying the second one. I do not understand anything that you wrote there. It's a beautiful writing.
Yes, it is really pretty.
Absolutely gorgeous. But I have no idea how to cipher that.
I wouldn't be able to. I would be very dumb if I lived in your country, because I wouldn't be able to learn that language or that writing.
Well, it depends on how long we stay too.
But I did learn how to do shorthand, so that was kind of foreign.
Yeah.
I mean, you got a little squiggly and a little dot, and that meant today. I mean, whatever.
It was we were dating and very young, and she got a job in an office building, and they wanted her to learn shorthand.
I wasn't good at it, but I did learn how to do a little bit of shorthand.
She could put stuff down, and she got where she'd sit on the back porch at Mom and Dad's house, and I could say something, and she'd write it down.
I had to practice.
And I have no idea what in the world she wrote.
Yep. I wouldn't be able to do that now because, I'm not one of those people that can retain
Well,
stuff.
something like that you have to constantly practice it. And Scotty says Philadelphia has the best cheesesteak sandwich subs.
Mm.
New England is known for the seafood, and
Yeah, while we're up there, we'll just go. New England
I mean, we
as
might
well.
as well just eat out all whatever cruise around. Get
Then
us
we'll
good
swing
meal.
by and go to Canada and visit.
We were just two young people out with other friends and got to talking, and the rest is history. They want to know how we met. And that's the short version.
That's Hindu writing up there.
Hindu writing.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Hindu writing is pretty. I'll give them that.
It is. That's what Kyran said.
I don't know what they said, but it looks pretty.
Did everybody give us a thumbs up? And how are you enjoying our live? Will you want to come back on next Sunday? And
Hopefully you say yes.
How can we do better? We're just sitting here just yakking about nothing. But
Maxwell Jane gave us a
hopefully you
thumbs
enjoy
down. Why did you give us a thumbs down? Maxwell Jane? What's the thumbs down for? Because we need to know.
Yeah.
Somebody, oh, her mistake. Okay. Karen has been to Dubai and Saigon. Both cities are incredibly advanced. Yeah, I've seen pictures in some of the YouTube channels on both those places now, and it's amazing the advancements they got. And if I'm not mistaken, isn't it Dubai that has the absolutely, well, they got a lot of money and they got gold covered cars. But they got, I think they got the highest skyscraper in the world right now.
I think so too.
And,
Well, they had to build it higher than those big sandstorms that they get.
Well, I mean, it
what
is
movie
amazing
was that?
to see
Mission
something.
Impossible, where he was out there on that glass.
Oh yeah,
And
it
then
was
he
one of the
looked in
Mission
the background, and then that big old sandstorm's coming.
Yeah, that was a Mission Impossible movie. You're right.
Yeah,
I think those Mission Impossible movies are pretty cool. I don't know how much it would actually be true, but
can you imagine though, just going on vacation to Dubai and just walking the little streets of the shops and everything, and see that big storm coming? I would be thinking it was the end of time. I would just be so scared.
Scotty says him and Karen have been, it's their anniversary.
Aw.
29 years today.
Well, happy anniversary.
Yeah. Tell her thank you for putting up with you. I have to thank her every day for putting up with me.
I said something funny today. What was it that I said funny today?
I forget.
You said, well, we were watching some kind of YouTube channel, and he said, why don't you ever make that for
She did. That's exactly.
That was so funny.
Yeah, and she's over there laughing her butt off, and I'm going, I didn't
sometimes,
ask for ice water.
sometimes I crack myself up. I made him ice water today, so. Not everybody
Rudy
can do
Roberts
that,
says they talked to us before, and her son lives in Greensburg. Where did you talk to us? On this live, or did we meet somewhere?
Oh, Rudy.
That
Yeah, I
name
think
sounds
it was,
familiar.
was it last week's live or the, yeah, Greensburg, Kentucky. Yeah, that's, Greensburg, isn't that where,
Wow. The richest man in India built a bit. It was $1 billion U.S. That's a lot of money to spend on a building. Man, that's wow.
isn't Greensburg, by Camelsville?
Yeah.
Camel, yeah, is it
Not-
Camels?
not-
Not Camelsville.
Not Camelsville.
What is that,
Now I'm turned around on my where Greensburg is.
Green, where I went camping with,
Yeah,
Tina.
it's eastern part of Kentucky.
Yeah.
It's over by
it's pretty-
Cumberland,
Pretty
Cumberland. Cumberland Falls and all that stuff. I think it's out that way.
Isn't that where I went for that
Yeah, that's also where you went for that
schooling?
Walmart thing. And,
Yeah, oof, hated doing
yeah,
that.
those every time they had some kind of stupid schooling when she worked at Walmart, she had to drive to Greensburg, spend the night, go to the classes, and then come home.
Didn't like doing that.
Well, tell us something funny, Rudy.
Yeah, Maxwell, I'm jumping down to the very bottom here for a minute, but Maxwell says, does America have gypsies or is it just Europe? I always think it's just Europe when it comes to gypsies.
Well, we used to have some. I
Yeah,
don't know if they
back in
still,
the
if they're
cowboy
still
days.
around here.
Yeah, 'cause
But yeah, they used to be around here.
now, I mean, you think about gypsies now. I mean, people live in vans and motor homes and everything. Why aren't they called gypsies?
That's what I was getting ready to
You
say.
know?
You could consider all those people
Mhm.
that are RVs and
I'd love to be a gypsy.
living.
Yeah, I've always,
Well, I don't know if I'd love to be a gypsy, but I wouldn't mind doing a lot of traveling.
yeah. Well, that's what I mean. Yeah. Let's see. Rudy says the town I lived in is so small. A little French bulldog got away from its owner, and the whole town was looking for it. After they found the dog, they let the dog ride in the 4th of July parade.
That's kind of cool.
It's sweet.
Yeah, that was kind of neat.
Mm-mm. You know, it's amazing how much we love our pets, isn't it?
Cookie says that we're so pretty.
Aw.
I think they're actually talking about you.
Oh,
but,
thank you. Yeah.
That is funny how I mean, when things happen to animals and stuff like that, and they're found, it's like extremely, you find a person sometimes and it's like, that's great. But you find a missing dog or whatever, and the whole town will celebrate,
Yeah, we love our pets. I know I skipped a whole bunch of
Maxwell,
comments.
Everybody gets judged about what other people. You take somebody from this family over here, normal family, if one of the relatives do something, the next thing you know, they're all judged for that. It's sad that people do that, but
yeah, we shouldn't judge people. We really shouldn't. No. And I know.
Robbie says Jack said he texted him and said they're not going to be home in time to go live tonight. So go ahead.
I know when I first started working at Walmart, that's been a long time ago. But anyway, there was like this group of people that were called the bus people. And they were,
they were a little dangerous.
well, maybe dangerous.
Well, it was said they were dangerous. They got in fights with cops.
Well, I was going to say that they were kind of poor people that you would call, and maybe that's why they were, into trouble a lot. But, I met them years later, and I didn't even know that they were the bus people. And I was talking to them for years. and they were the nicest people.
Yeah, they were
Nicest
they
people.
were very nice,
Yeah,
but for
and
whatever
somebody
reason,
said to me, that's the bus people. I'm like, what do you mean the bus people?
yeah.
You know, I'm like, well, how cool is that they're living in a bus? I thought it was cool.
I've always wanted to convert a school bus into a camper, but the sad thing is they were for whatever reason they got a bad reputation, and one of the cops shot one of them in Shell gas station there in Leitchfield one day.
I don't know how to say that. SAI.
Yeah, I thought that was very nice of
Coran
her.
said
Or,
if we ever come to India, he'd be glad to host us. His home is in Bangalore. Well, thank you so much.
Yeah, that's very nice.
That's so sweet. Yeah, I don't think we'll ever be going to India because we can't even take a vacation down the street.
Yeah, it'd be nice to take a vacation in Kentucky.
Yeah. Our son and his wife and kids just went on vacation to Cumberland Falls, and they went horseback riding and fishing, and they went on a train ride and had picnics, and they were only gone for the long 4th of July weekend. And I'm like, I want a little vacation like that.
Yeah.
Now, granted, if I went, I would have probably been complaining because it was so hot.
You wouldn't.
But-
It was
But they
nice
did
to
have
be
fun.
with. Yeah, they had a great time.
And
Noble
really,
says I should convert the van into a truck.
hey, I thought about that. I have thought about converting it into a little camper, but I want a little kitchenette camper. I want one that like
Cookies are the best. Right now we have a bunch of mods and moderators, and we get to know you better. We'll probably make you a moderator, but right now, I hope you understand.
Yeah. And we don't normally kick anybody off of here unless you're really vulgar and
Yeah, the only time we'll
You
ever
know,
kick you off is when you're vulgar.
if you're really talking Satanism stuff,
Or
you're out of here because
Stupid stuff.
I don't go for that because my grandkids watch this sometimes, and maybe your kids are watching it. You
Yeah.
know, maybe you don't know that they're looking or hearing or whatever. But kids hear a lot more than you think, and so
Cookies
I like
are the best. You keep coming back, and we'll get to know you better, and maybe we will make you a moderator.
Well, happy birthday!
And thank you for subscribing.
Yeah, thank you.
Whose birthday? Fathom.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, happy
76.
birthday to you, bud. Or girl, whatever, whichever one you are.
And thank you for subscribing. Cookies are the best. Appreciate that.
Don't make cookies. Well, I don't know if that's true or not, but well,
Well, we're like we said,
we get to know you better. We'll worry about that then.
yeah.
And most of the time, scammers weed
Yeah.
themselves out.
Yeah. Some people start as scammers and then they become our friends. We've
Yeah.
had a lot of friends.
Yeah,
know.
there was a couple people on here the first couple weeks were just popping the same words up all the time, and now they watch our stuff. Well, thank you, John Taylor.
Yeah, we're gonna have to get off here. We've been on here for an hour.
Have we?
What time is it?
I
Do
have
you
no
have a
idea.
time? Yeah, it's
Yeah.
time to.
Well, it's not really.
No. Well, I mean,
Well, I know, but I mean, you can't just, I don't want to rush right off, but we are going to get off here. We need to, I'm sure Robbie is not on here anymore because he's probably already over there set up on his. If you can, Lisa, put up, I doubt Joy's still here. If Joy's still here
yeah,
or
I think we
Lisa,
lost a little bit of people.
please pop on here and go over to the Wild Huckleberry and remind them that, remind them, they're going live and they're probably live right now. So I'd appreciate it if you guys would go over there and join their live and show them some respect and enjoy their live. And before you all go, if you can, if you haven't, And let's see, custom CSM custom car signs. Why do you call it mankind when we all know it's? I don't know what that is. But anyway, you all join us here next Sunday, and if you can, I'd appreciate it to subscribe to the channel, watch more. We have 2 shorts that go up, one in the morning, one after every night, and then I'm trying to edit a couple videos, so hopefully those will be out soon, and we'll make more videos, full-length videos and shorts, and we'll be back live next week. And so, anything else?
I'm good.
Hello from Poland. Poland. I spent a vacation in the U.S. twice, and I always love to chat with Americans. Every people, all professionals. Looking forward to a third trip. Well, love to have you back over here. We met some people. We were in North Carolina, in Brevard, North Carolina, and met some people from Russia. They were on a motorcycle, and they came over every single year. And they had their motorcycles in storage in Canada. They would ride it down here all over the United States, and they had I think it was like a month that they would spend every year. And we haven't seen them since, but they were it was pretty cool to talk to them. They spoke English and everything. We found out what they did for a living. It was really nice to meet those people. So anytime you have a lot of people that you can talk to and stuff like that, it's pretty nice. And hello, Mom and Dad. Glad to see you here. But we're getting ready to get off. So,
Thumbs up.
everybody give us a thumbs up if you can. I'd appreciate it. Like I said, please subscribe. And next time, let's see, Cookies Are the Best is from Williamsburg, Virginia.
Yeah, I used
Cool.
to live in Norfolk.
Yeah, she lived in North Fork, so she's lived a lot of different places with her dad being in the Navy. So until next time, may God bless your days, the way He always does ours. See ya.
Bye.